Is there any one expedition that stands out over the others, do you think?
Yeah, I'd say a solo expedition to Afghanistan. On my first solo trip there, going there for a couple months, you can probably imagine there's some political challenges, but the climbing challenges. But going solo is definitely the most difficult challenges I've experienced.
But one trip does come to mind, and that's one I did with my climbing partner and my other half. And that actually went to quite a remote part of Nepal. And we didn't actually see another person or speak to another person for 2 weeks of that trip. And we weren't making phone calls out or anything like that. Just a couple of texts about the weather. That was it. So yeah, that was quite unusual, where we just spoke to each other for 2 weeks.
Is the buddy system and eat your butter just like this? I actually eat butter on stage as a motivational speaker, and just to show that's the truth, that sometimes maybe you have to be in quarantine, maybe conditions aren't enjoyable, but you really have to eat your stick of butter, whatever it might be.
I'm not going to be joining you on that just yet, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry for eating on camera here, but sometimes you have to do that, and maybe have a buddy system of where you have to have a mask. It's not unpleasant. Maybe you have to wear a parka and put on a mask and do all these things. So you have to focus on what's my butter that I have to eat.
And the third one I'd say is, with respect to lockdown, I think it's a really good opportunity. People may be struggling with lockdown and the limitations it's putting on your life, but actually I think this is a great opportunity to rebalance your professional life, your personal life, spend time at home with your family, reevaluate what's important to you and your family, think about your needs, not your wants. And I think when normality returns, whatever shape that takes, we'll look back upon this period of our lives as a window where we had a chance to, I think, make some positive changes to our lives, professionally and domestically.
And over that 51 days that I was heading towards the South Pole, I was totally alone with a 360 degree of a white horizon. I took an iPod with me. I lost the iPod on the fourth day. I had 47 days of complete mental and physical isolation. And I needed to cope. And I coped by taking my brain, my thoughts outside of the journey.
My Mongolia expedition, that took me 78 days to complete. And how I coped is I was focusing on the goals that I would need to tick off on that day. So effectively, I break my ambition and my goal and my objective down into lots of little sections, and essentially take it step by step, day by day, making it a checklist of the mileage I need to cover, what nutrients I need to get into my body, what I need to achieve for that day. And there's something about having a list and ticking the list off throughout the day that leaves you feeling so much better about how the day went. So.